What's up, everybody? Welcome to the final part of the Thomas Take Sports Podcast for tonight. It is March. I don't even know what day it is. Holy crap. March 8th. Wednesday, March 8th, 2017. Joining me tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, live from Buffalo, New York, as I, Ryan Thomas, gives my take on the first day, so to speak, of the NFL free agency. Not officially just yet, but the Buffalo Bills, my team, your team, the Bills fans, Bills Mafia, the Bills fanatics. What is my take on the first few moves that the Buffalo Bills have made so far? They brought in Mike Tolbert from Carolina, the running back / fullback, on a 1-year, $1 million deal. They brought in Patrick DiMarco from the Atlanta Falcons, fullback, 4 years, $8 million, $4 million guaranteed. And they brought in Vladimir Ducasse from the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm probably pronouncing his last name wrong. Pretty sure I am. But I will just call him Vladimir. We'll just call him that. So the Bills are making some moves, and to Doug Whaley's credit, I will say bravo. And guess what? That probably shocks a lot of people, but I like general managers that go out and make moves. You know, there's guys that hem-haw, sit around, make a few additions here or there, but this is different. And this isn't just, I don't just like it because of the fact that they're making moves. I like it because of the fact they're building a strength. They're making a strength on their offense even better heading into 2017. You have, barring injury, you know, Tyrod gives them the best chance to win right now. Barring injury, you'd have a 740-pound backfield if Cardale Jones, DiMarco, and Tolbert are lined up in an I formation. That's pretty solid. That's a joke, but you know, obviously that could be a realistic situation. Patrick DiMarco, we'll start off with him, the former Atlanta Falcon running back / fullback, I should say. Blocked for Devontae Freeman, blocked for Tevin Coleman last year, was a huge piece in the offense of the Atlanta Falcons last year. One of the best rated run blocking fullbacks in the NFL. The number 1 rated run blocking fullback in the National Football League, according to Pro Football Focus, which does a study on each and every position in the NFL as the starters start as the season goes on. By the end of the year, they compile every statistic possible for that particular position: missed blocks, made blocks, blocking for the running back successfully, blocking for the quarterback successfully, and he ranked as the top fullback in the National Football League. So Jerome Felton not being brought back, Patrick DiMarco is in, and I like the addition. I like it a lot. Him blocking for LaShawn McCoy, him blocking for even Mike Tolbert makes things very interesting. Him blocking for Jonathan Williams. The question is, Mike Tolbert coming in at 1 year, $1 million. What is going to happen with Mike Gillislee? That is something that we need to keep our eye on as Bills fans. Mike Gillislee, a free agent of huge importance for the Buffalo Bills, heading into this free agency tomorrow. A guy that is high on a lot of teams' lists. I got 6 teams that are looking to make an offer to Mike Gillislee. A few of them belong to the AFC. So that is a concern. They could lose Mike Gillislee. What is a real concern is the fact that they could lose not just Marquise Goodwin, who, you know, is replaceable. He is. It's a loss, but it's a replaceable one. He didn't really make an immediate impact for the Bills, or make much of an impact for the Bills during his tenure. I hate to say it, but it's true. But a guy that I really didn't want to lose this offseason, and I still hope that we don't, is wide receiver Robert Woods. Is Woods the best receiver in the NFL? No, obviously not. But to the Bills, he was a former second-round pick that's just finished his rookie contract. He's not a guy that I want to see leave and go to another team and spend the prime years of his career on another team. That's a wasted second-round draft pick. Should make it a really big priority to keep these guys that we take high in the draft rather than letting them go after the rookie deals are over. Stephon Gilmore is a guy that's asking for way too much money. Robert Woods could be a guy that's asking for way too much money, but on the Bills, to lose a guy like Robert Woods would be a huge step back for their offense because they'd have to invest a high pick in the wide receiver position yet again due to the fact that there isn't really an option out there in free agency for the Bills to strain their cap with even more so than it already is. So, that being said, I kind of gave my take on the positives of the Tolbert move. Mike Tolbert, okay. Mike Tolbert is a guy that I have really liked for a long time, whether it's his tenure in San Diego with the Chargers or in Carolina. He's a guy that has been successful everywhere he's been as a blocking fullback, as a running back in the goal line situations for teams. They have Jonathan Stewart, they had D'Angelo Williams, they had Mike Tolbert in Carolina at one time. And Mike Tolbert was a guy that they would lean on in crunch time, in real durable situations where a durable back was needed to get those little yards, to get the yard or two. Tolbert was the guy that punched it in. You need that. That is not old school football. That is football. That is circumstantial football that is needed in certain circumstances, in those circumstances. And he fits that role. He'll fit that role great. 1 year, $1 million, that's a bargain for a guy that will fill a important role for a team that is a run-heavy team. So you have that move. You have Ducasse, however you pronounce it. I greatly apologize. I even have the pronunciation in front of me, and I still can't get it right. But it's a guy that has bounced around as far as his career so far. It is Vladimir Ducasse. That's Dykas pronunciation. Offensive guard who was drafted in the second round of the 2010 draft during the Rex Ryan days of the New York Jets. He spent 2010 to 2013 there. He's a guy that Rex Ryan really liked. He went to Minnesota. He went to the Bears. Played the last 2 years with the Ravens. Now he heads to his fifth team, the Buffalo Bills. Games played 89. Games started 30. He's a backup offensive lineman, but he's a durable backup. So getting help on the offensive line is never a bad thing. Never a bad thing at all. I think that's a good move. You need depth. There's obviously been questions at the offensive line positions of Eric Wood and guys like that, guys that have had injuries. Richie Incognito there's every player in the NFL is one injury away from missing their season. You need as much depth as possible, and Vladimir Ducasse fits that role. 6'4", 332. He's a big guy. So this was a good day. We got Ducasse. We got Mike Tolbert. We got Patrick DiMarco, and we're keeping Tyrod Taylor. That is a step forward for the offense. My question is, when are we going to make step forwards for the defense? Because this defense has a lot of holes. Holes that are created by guys leaving even more so than they already were holes beforehand. In the situation of Stephon Gilmore, in the situation of guys like Nickel Roby being released. Nickel Roby is not the Richard Sherman of the world, but anytime you let a guy go, you got to replace him. And that is the case with Nickel Roby. What will the Bills do in that situation? Who will they turn to? Corey Graham is long in the tooth. That's the guy that is expected to be gone. I believe they might have already cut him. I'm not sure on that one. Aaron Williams is a question mark. Is he coming back? There's questions on this defensive side of the ball. And Zach Brown not coming back, that could leave a question at linebacker in terms of depth as well. So I can't wait to see what Sean McDermott does with the defensive side of the ball for the Buffalo Bills. I think that I am more excited to see how Sean McDermott puts his stamp on this team than any other storyline heading into 2017, heading into tomorrow's first day of free agency. I got you covered. I'm going to give you my best free agent moves tomorrow, my worst free agent moves tomorrow on the Thomas Take Sports Podcast, live on the air around 5, 6 o'clock-ish as the day comes to an end, as the first few hours come to a close, I should say, for the first day of free agency. That is my take on the few moves that the Buffalo Bills have made. A lineman, offensive guard, backup offensive guard, a running back / fullback, a true fullback, and obviously keeping Tyrod Taylor. I give all 4 of those moves a thumbs up to start the offseason for the Buffalo Bills. I'm not going to throw shade at Doug Whaley today. I like these 4 moves. Take care.